Okay, hello everyone. Oh, let me just move myself a little bit so you can absolutely see me, and I will be starting in a bit. Let me just double check everything is running. As usual, this is like zooming me in. So if you are here live and you can see me, please say hello. And if not, on the replay, just say hashtag replay. But if you're here, I would love to speak to you. I would love to see you. I would love to engage with you. So say hello, please, if you do. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, my love. So I'm just gonna move this here because there is something very strange about um this iPad of mine. and sometimes it makes me feel like I'm really zoomed in. So I'm just gonna make sure, let me know if you can see me. If not, um, also let me know. Okay. All right. So, okay. Welcome, beautiful ones. I will just take a moment so that you can see me and also feel me. And I wanted to share with you today something that is truly, truly close to my heart. And that thing really is something that I do with my clients a lot. And if this is your very, 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 very first time catching me, I want to welcome you. I want to say hello. My name is Liying, and I am a divine energy alchemist, a Chadao ceremonial keeper, and I am also a sacred transformation mentor to beautiful, divine, spiritual, creative, feminine leaders who desire to live on purpose in their authentic power. And so, one of the things that we do a lot in this sacred space that I have created is to really start to shift from a raw energetic basis. So, when I speak about raw energy basis or a raw energetic basis, what I'm really talking about is moving some of the subconscious dissonance that have been keeping you really held back in self doubt, in self sabotage, to really shift radically into a space where you can truly own your purpose, to truly see your magic, to truly live as a goddess embodied. And embodiment is something that I talk a lot about in this space, because my belief and from my own experience and just working with all these amazing creative gifted women is that we all can intellectually get a lot of things, and also because we are sensitives and empaths, especially when we are doing the work of a mystic, a healer, a goddess, a witch, we have so much capability to channel through higher vibrational frequencies. The higher state of consciousness is easily accessible for us. It is important for us to also know how we can anchor that in so that we actually embody that eternal presence. We don't separate ourselves from that version which is so divine and so completely whole to us, and we don't separate ourselves and find that we need to protect ourselves. We don't need to ever operate on the basis that the divine is separate from us. And so that is truly my mission. That's truly my devoted path, because I found that myself. I remember many, many years ago when I started to dive into the world of really, hello, hello, hi, everyone. Just say hello if you're here. So, as I was saying, when I first found meditation, when I first found my awakening through divine, like transcendental meditation experiences, I was a little bit like, I found myself feeling really frustrated because I found myself feeling like, do I really have to operate in a way where my meditative self is separate from the version of me that's going out to the world and trying to hustle and work 9 to 5 and do all these things. Because somewhere inside of me, deep inside of me, I really, really believe that I knew, I guess, at the time that this isn't meant to be a separate thing. Like this self, this transcendental experience can be a living, breathing, walking version of me. It isn't something that is just accessible in the meditative room, in the meditation room, in a temple, or even in a sacred site. And so that was really, perhaps, I would say, unconsciously, the beginning of my journey into understanding how can I access this no matter where I am? How can I be walking on holy land wherever I am? And so further down the line, quite quickly after that, actually, maybe like 1 year later, I found myself in a tea ceremony and holding that bowl of tea first and foremost as a sacrament. I I opened up a doorway where it literally was a moment when I could hear tea spirit speak to me. And what she said to me was, "You have to go and serve tea. You have to leave behind everything you know and go and serve tea." And so that was the moment when I realized that, oh my goodness, like this is something absolutely new. It is the unknown for me. And, I have to be honest, I had my fears, I had my hesitation, but it was just inevitable. It was something that my heart was calling me to do so, so strongly that I went ahead and took a huge nosedive, like into the unknown, absolute unknown. I left my job, I left my corporate job, I left the country, the city that I was working in, and I moved to Scotland, and I started this beautiful work of working in ceremony and communing with tea spirit and helping women to live on purpose in their authentic power. It's gone through several transitions. But right now, I'm in this really, really gorgeous space where I'm really attracting the most divine women ever because they are working in a space where they are answering to their desires. They're not coming from a place where they feel that they need to be saved. Rather, they are taking back their power by saying, "This is for me, and I'm choosing to lead myself through this, and I'm going to do the work." And choosing to work with me means that really you're choosing to live out of the box. Because here we are, we're working with the liminal space, we're working with energy, we're transcending all these things that we hear about in the personal development space and even the mindset space. We're working with raw energy because you, my love, you are an energy being. Everything we touch is energy. It was energy first and foremost. And therefore, when we go first and foremost into the energy field to heal, we're working at a quantum level. We're no longer tethered to how long it will take or how many times we have to do it. It literally happens like this. It can happen today, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen in 10 years. It's all your choice. The moment you hit the right vibrational frequency is the moment when you become a match to that you desire. So today I'm going to talk about how you can become an energetic match to that, and how I'm going to give you a little sneak peek to what we do in the Siren Goddess space as well. Because it's important that I share this. It's almost like a sacred secret that I've been holding on to myself for a long time. The work that I do, underpinning all of that is how can we live an embodied version of the Tao? The Tao being the course that all living things move through, the universe, the Dharma. That is the Tao. We are the cosmos. We are made of the same potentiality of the universe. And yet, when we come down to here in this physical realm, we forgot that cosmic larger than life size version of us, because we are now tethered. We're ground zero. We're at like, choop, we're here. And when we landed here, we scattered. Some parts of us went to the mind, some parts of us went into the breath, some parts of us went into this body. So our work is really to put together these three things so that these three faculties are working for us. When we operate, when we embody the eternal presence that is us, we are training the mind to find and follow us as the eternal being that we truly are, the cosmic being that we truly are, the limitless potential that we truly are. Because the universe is limitless. Until today, we still don't know how big that universe is, and it's continuously growing and expanding. It is the same for us as humans, spiritual beings having a human experience. So, firstly, the one thing that needs to happen before we even go deep into the whole cosmic magnificence of who you are is that you have to understand that you are energy. That's the first thing. Secondly, you need to really start to understand that everything is happening for you. Everything. Every moment something feels like a hiccup or an obstacle or a hurdle, it is happening for you. This will become really real and true for you when you can actually sense and feel in the subtle realm. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. We as human beings, we see ourselves as this physical body, but we're so much more than that. We have subtle bodies beyond this physical body. We've got the emotional body, we have the mental body, we have the etheric body. And in the mental body is where most of us become stuck. The mental body is correlated to your mind and also your solar plexus. That's why we get stuck. That's why we think that we are the mind. But actually, we are not the mind. We are a soul who has a mind. And so, what we need to do is we need to start to disentangle ourselves from that identity and really learn to transform, and I would say transmute your emotional body into a feeling body. Emotional body is still tethered to your mind. It's tangled up with your mental body. So when you have something happen to you and you say, I am so sad that happened, I am still so disappointed with my brother, I am so heartbroken that my cat died. These are all mental stories that are tangled up with your emotions, and that's why emotions, some you might have heard of this before, emotions are actually energy in motion, and they're meant to be alchemized, they are meant to be transmuted. What happens most of the time for us is that we tend to numb it, we tend to sidestep it, we tend to um, we don't know what to do with it. We literally suppress it most of the time, or we just don't want to look at it. And what happens when that happens is it continues to grow. It's still there. It is still there. It's like a wound that never closed up. And when we compound that wound, emotional wounds, it begins to become a little bit too much for the body to take. And that's why it fries your nervous system. That's why you get into a fight, flight, freeze response, because your body remembers how that feels. It's never gone away yet. It's still there. It's still vibrating as a subconscious dissonance. And all this while, when it was happening, because it's so much to take, the body's priority, which is survival, would lead the body to kind of close up the communication between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. So when that happens, that means that you never got the message. Your subconscious never got the message that it's now safe to love, that now it's safe because you've got the money to be abundant. It's now safe to be taken care of. Okay, now it's safe to be to have fun. Now it's safe to enjoy. It never got the message. That is why so many of you would come to me and say, I really intellectually get it that I'm that, but I just can't seem to have it land for me. I still feel scared. I still feel fearful. That is why you feel that, because the subconscious dissonance has never disappeared. It's still there. It's never been transmuted. And in fact, it will just keep compounding. Our work in the Siren Goddess is to really pull that out and open up the channel between your conscious and subconscious mind to start to talk to each other, to communicate that it is safe now. You can come out and take a look at your surroundings and then start to channel through your super consciousness so that you actually literally embody the goddess version of who you really are. This is the power of the work that this container holds. It is not a mean feat, but it can be done with grace and ease, because now we're moving into your body to teach the mind to find and follow you. The mind it will become rebellious when we try to tell the mind to peace out, right? It won't, because it's like, okay, I've been running in this frantic mode for a long time, and now suddenly you're telling me to chill. Of course, it's I'll call BS on that, right? So the mind will rebel, and then you feel like you're self-sabotaging. You feel like you're self-doubting, like you would not know what the hell is going on with you. That is why I find it so potent to actually work on an energy basis instead of mindset, because now you're actually going down into something that's deeper than just the mind. To do this, we are utilizing all your faculties. We're utilizing your spirit, which is your breath, and your body, and your mind. And only ever, and I honestly feel that this is the only place that exists on the internet where you will find yourself doing this work in ceremony. Alchemical healing done in ceremony, bioenergetic transformation happening in ceremony. And the ceremonies I work with is that I teach you to embody the Tao through tea. Tea becomes the medicine. Tea becomes the spirit that will open the doorway for you to really channel through your true essence, your God self, your divine self. This is how powerful it is. And it goes beyond transmission, because we're coming into a space where the ceremony holds the plant medicine with so much sacredness. It's that sense. It's not something that is formal where we just come in and we have all these repetitions of rituals, because that is one of the issues as well. So many ceremonies have been made hollow because we don't understand, we don't infuse it with heart. But when we treat every single thing with presence, and that presence that comes from within us, that is when magic begins to happen. That is when even like nonverbal transmissions start to come through, because now you know there is something that is the great mystery beyond what we can even perceive. This will lead you to know that what you desire is already here, even when it hasn't existed yet, even when it's not in the physical realm yet. That's how you walk and live and breathe as the goddess. This is how powerful it is. Some of the things we do, I can share that with you with my clients, is that we do muscle testing, and then we take that even further. After the muscle testing of what is true and not true in the body, we get to see that, it doesn't lie, the body never lies. We will take it on to what we call the bioenergetic synchronization techniques, where we will start to release these threads of subconscious dissonance. And then after that, we will open gateways. Your doorway is right here. Your body is the doorway. We're going to open gateways to bring in more of those higher vibrational frequency, so that you become the channel. You become the channel of your own insights and downloads. We're going to journey on this beautiful night sea journey to meet the dark goddess as well, because we have to start to see the polarity of things. On when we tap into the law of polarity, the dark goddess is the other face of the divine feminine. That's all it is. Similarly, the fear of being disappointed, the fear of failure, the other side of it is just disappointment, failure, right? So rather than sidestepping these things and trying to numb yourself, we're going to transform the emotional body into a feeling body so that you no longer have these stories running that will cause you unnecessary fear, and just really hit it off right here. You transmute that right here. It doesn't have to feel like fear. It just feels like tension in the body. And we're going to do the work, the techniques we teach you, how to alchemize them right here. That's it. That is how we can move at quantum speed through our healing journey into really deep embodiment, complete embodiment. This is so important because I've seen so many mystics and healers and witches and divine creative feminine souls who get really just ripped off, and they get sent out of the game because they think that they're not cut out for it. But what really is happening is that you're totally cut out for it. The only thing that you need to know is how to really use your emotional body as a feeling body. Hello, Natalie. Welcome, darling one. So the work here is really an invitation. Do you want to really clear your vessel to allow the divine creative flow of the source energy to flow right in? And also do it in a way that goes down to your energy instead of working on this linear timeline basis. Because when we work with energy, we're talking about working with all your faculties. We're talking about anchoring your light. You are cosmic, but you've got to anchor that in order for you to embody that essence here, right here. Your presence says everything. If you are cosmic and you're intuitive and you're mystical and you're like this amazing, beautiful channeled light, but you're not anchored, your presence, it will completely be off. Something will feel off about it. Something won't feel right about it. The moment you open your mouth to speak, that presence is felt. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. And so I'm really sharing wholeheartedly the real secret, the secret sauce to everything I do. How I move through my obstacles, my hurdles really quickly is that, and it's so simple. We are all energy beings, and that's why when we start to embrace the fact that we are energy beings, we learn that it is not about how long things will take. It is about hitting the right vibration so that we become an energetic match for what we want. So, for example, you want to heal certain something like a physical sickness or whatever it is. You have to become the energetic match for that to happen. So, one of the things people talk about a lot is like imagining, embodying the feeling of already having it. But what if you can't feel it? What if you can't feel that? That is what a lot of my clients would come to me with. And I would say, well, the reason why you can't feel it is because your subconscious and conscious minds are not communicating. The trap door is shut, it's locked tight. We have to spring it back open. And that is the work that we do here. We want to open that channel up again so that they can communicate to each other, communicate with each other. And then we start to embody and reshape your entire physiology and your energetic field so that you embody that vortex of stillness, the Tao, that is you. This is potent work and is so needed. I truly believe this because it takes out everything. It's like, oh, I'm cosmic, right? When I'm cosmic, that means anything can happen and in an instant. It doesn't have to be a long, laborious thing. And when I talk about really doing the work really is about how can we walk and live and breathe like this daily. And that is where the ceremony comes in. That is where our communion with spirit, with something beyond us, comes in. That is something I do daily because it truly returns me to a vortex where it allows me to become so centered, so connected to the cosmos, and become this clear vessel where I'm not attached to ego, where I'm not attached to how things should turn out to be. And that is so important in every aspect of what you want to manifest in your life, because you don't want to be needing something to happen. When you need something to happen, it's coming from scarcity, it's coming from deficit. That is why so many people wonder, why isn't it happening for me yet? You want to feel good. And in a ceremony, you unplug from that crazy high functioning mind and you actually start to feel really good. Just imagine for a moment how it feels like to have your cells completely nurtured and nourished. That's how it feels like. Okay. I'm going to take a moment right now and I'm going to just share with you a little embodied experience that I take my clients through. If you want to join me, you're very welcome to do that. And yeah, I'm going to just pop in some music in the background so that I don't know if I'll get booted, but if you can absolutely come in and just close your eyes and just allow yourself to drift away with my music. Okay. Okay, right. Just allow yourself to settle in wherever you're seated. I would absolutely recommend that you sit in a cross-legged position so that you're nestled in and nested, just allowing your soul to feel abundantly held and grounded and anchored. And just take a deep breath in from all around you, right into the center point of your navel. Big belly breath, and then exhale. One more time, all the way into your navel. One more time, all the way in from all directions, up and down, side by side, all the way into the navel. Big spherical breath. Every time we say we are landing. We're allowing our entire being to land on this earthly realm held by Mother Earth. And slowly just begin to see a pool of golden light opening up beneath you where you're seated. And just as you are seeing this golden pool of light opening up, you begin to sense an opening right above the crown of your head. And all around you, you can feel and sense and see with your eyes closed stars, trillions of stars all around the sky. It's starting to funnel and channel into this vortex that is you. Funneling all the way down, all the way through a pinnacle at the beginning, 6 inches about that, roughly above the crown of your head, and then dropping 3 inches down, beginning to create time and space, coming down now into the crown of your head, luminous super consciousness activating, opening up this channel. falling ever deeper now into your third eye between the brows, perceiving and sensing deep knowing. Down now into your throat. Every breath you take is a manifesting breath. Authentic truth. Deep listening as well here. All the way down into your heart. Breath of loving presence. Down into your solar plexus. Allow your solar plexus to really spread open, acknowledging your true identity as a multidimensional being, remembering who you really are, acknowledging your cosmic magnificence here. Deepening its connection now, falling into your sacral chakra, just below the navel, the dark watery palace of the dark goddess. Intuitive wisdom and cellular memories and deep psyche, all the tendrils that hold us with our ancestors and beyond, right here. Things we remember, things we don't. And all the way down into the root, the foundation of this cosmic magnificence that you are, grounded and seated right here. Opening up that root chakra, deeply inhale into the root. And then exhale out into the golden pool of light, connecting the invisible and the visible worlds. Root, visible, and the golden pool of light, the invisible world. You are both invisible and visible. You are multidimensional, my love. So breathe into that, connecting that. And just allow. And when you are ready, you can breathe up from the golden pool of light all the way into your belly, and then just exhale out through that central channel that runs through the solar plexus, the center of your heart, your throat, all the way through your third eye and out of your crown, reaching up to 3 inches above, all the way to the pinnacle, even further. Breathing back down that light into the belly, exhaling back down into the golden pool of light. Now let's bring forward something that you have held close to yourself, that you felt you needed to build a protective personality around it. And feel it in your body. Where does it land in your body? Bring it into the sacred temple. Bring it into the council of all your ancestors and goddesses. Let it be showered with love. Breathe into it. Let the light continue to funnel down through above and below you. As we came in from the universe and landed, some parts of us scattered and some parts of us rose beautifully with the energy of the golden pool of light, that all is well, that I've got this, Breathe that light into that part of your body that you're feeling the tension. Embrace that tension with that light. Bringing in more light from above and behind into that space. Breathe into it. Breathing from the golden pool of light through the central channel now into the heart, and then exhale out through your third eye and your crown and up to the pinnacle. Bringing it back down all the way into your heart. This is love. All is love, and love is all it is. And then exhale down into the golden pool of light. Let it all connect. Connect this with the tension that you're feeling in the body and maybe even outside of your body when you bring forward the issue or the moment, the sensation of having to bring out a protective or performing personality. Pour all the love on this beautiful space. Move into that space, breathe into it. Really feel that you're diffusing it. Feel that you are melting all the blocks away, filling up the empty space with your light. Start to feel maybe your physiology beginning to shift, wanting to rearrange. Deep breath in now into that space, and then exhale out into the center of your brain. Squeezing the base of your spine, inhale from the pool of light into that space again. Exhale out into the center of your brain, rolling your physical eyes up to feel the tension. And then breath of fire into that tension, the area of tension. All you have to do is inhale and exhale, 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 exhale. Keeping your consciousness on that tension, really breath of fire, creating prana, moving prana, creating the space to unlock, unlock, unlock. Feeling the cosmic egg around you forming. Feel the light coming through your palms and the soles of your feet. One more time, inhale. Exhale through the center of your brain. Inhale from above into the navel, and then breath of fire. Exhale through the center of brain. Exhale, 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 exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale into the golden pool of light. Inhale, golden pool of light. Hold your breath. Inhale one more time into that space where you felt the tension. Hold your breath, connecting that to the center of your brain. And when you need to exhale, exhale out through the center of your brain. Move your body Scrub down your back. Really allow the rearrangement. Something in your body would have shifted. That is your body allowing a bigger container, a bigger physiology to hold the new vibrational frequencies that you've called in. And you may even feel that that tension just melted away in your body. In the next couple of days, you would react to the situation in a different way. I want you to let me know. Come back in, let me know how that landed for you. Try to twist your body as well. One right hand on the left knee, slowly looking over your left shoulder. Inhale from above into the navel and exhale down below. And then just another side as well. Same thing, this time from below. We inhale into the navel and exhale out through the line into crown and out. Feeling so much better now. Let me know how you're feeling. And yes, you can also sigh if that wants to come out. Just inhale. Really, really good. Oh, feels so good now. All right, my loves. I hope this served you. If you want to check in, if you want to share, let me know. I would love to hear how you're feeling, how you felt after. And if you want to do deeper work with me, feel free to drop me a DM or go over to my link in the bio, apply for a heart-to-heart chat. We can have a beautiful chat about where you're at and how we can move you into a beautiful space of true authentic power. And yeah, anything else, just feel free to message. I absolutely love, love, love working with women who are so ready to do this subliminal work. It really goes beyond mind made assumptions and goals and everything is so magical. All right, my love, sending you all so many, many, many kisses. Love you, and I will see you very soon.